understand each and every word of it, and each and every word of it. Okay, just try to understand this every word of it. Okay, just try to understand this conceptually. You do not have to understand what is a slot, what is more, what is a. You don't have to. You don't have to get into that micro understanding. Okay.
Sir, there is one question from a student. He's
Okay.
requesting to please you understand of the Fury application again, sir.
Sure, I'll do that. I'll do that. Let me check if there is something on Fury. I'm just looking for Fury in the course content. So along with the slide, I'll be giving more information. I remember having seen a slide on Fury. You can all see the latest figures, okay, as to how many, what is the current status of SAP, how many of them are using SAP, right? In terms of revenue, in terms of the numbers, right? Just give me a minute. See, you have Fury. All right. Now, what is this Fury? It is your user experience. Your UX is your user experience. Now, basically, what is Fury? Fury is nothing but your app-based SAP. Just like in your phone, you'll be having Facebook, you'll be having WhatsApp, you'll be having Instagram. What are these? They're all app-based. Now, based on my role, I would be designing my mobile whether to have a sales related activity, sales related things related on my phone. If I'm in another department, what is that I need? I said I would be entering the invoices. So I can have that app only for my invoices entry in my Fury app. So as I said, Fury is the latest thing as far as SAP HANA is concerned. One very important transformation from ECC SAP to HANA SAP was an app-based Fury, where you can customize your SAP. So I can have my SAP requirements in my mobile only as I want. I don't want anything else. I would not be interested. Suppose I'm a salesman. I gave you a typical example as to how SAP Fury is very, very useful. Suppose I'm a salesman. So traditional working, how does it happen? I go to the customer's place. I pick up the order. I note down the order, come back to the office and raise a sales order. Right? Based on the thing, based on whatever information I got from my potential customer, I'm entering this information after I come back to the office. So every morning, what I should do, I need to come to the office, mark my attendance, and then go to my customer's place. Whereas in SAP Fury, I do not have to do that at all. Straight away, I can go to my customer's place, right? Book the order and book it where? Book it at the same place itself. So the department is also informed at that very instant, saying that there is an order. Okay. So like this, based on my role in the organization, I can customize my app, whatever app. Suppose I don't want Instagram. Okay. I do not have to have Instagram on my mobile. I do not have to have my WhatsApp on my mobile. I do not want to have my Facebook on my mobile because I'm not using it. Right. So this is how. I hope I was clear. Is the concept of Fury understood?
Yes, sir.
So understand how to personalize the layout. So can you see this? So based on this is how SAP has constantly tried to improvise the product. Yeah. Yes. Any other question, Puna?
No, sir. Yes, sir. Just hold on. Just one question has been come. Will
Sure.
AI impact SAP FICO?
Not only FICO, to survive in the market now, AI is the latest. So it is trying to do something on the AI front also. Yes, not only FICO, but as far as SAP product itself is concerned. Okay, definitely SAP is doing something from the AI perspective. All right, because it has to obviously survive in the market. And now AI is the newest thing, is the latest happening. So obviously SAP has to address that. Yeah, definitely it is doing something, right? Not only FICO related, it could be related to anything. Your AI need not be only FICO related, it could be anything, right? Have I answered the question, Kunal?
Yes, sir. That's it, sir. Till now, all the question has been raised. Answered.
Fantastic. That. See now, rationale why SAP Fiori was actually invented, or rather why SAP went into the Fiori concept. The rationale for establishing standards in SAP is to guarantee a consistent and seamless user experience. The UX, what you saw, is your user experience on various devices. The major shift was from the devices. You need not have to carry your laptop now. You can carry a simple tab, or maybe even say your mobile is simple too. Role-based decomposition. What was the logic behind Fiori? Role-based. Users having access to the applications for which only they are responsible. That's all, not anybody else's activities, right? So all your apps will be role-based. All right. Simple logic, one unit, one user, one case. That's all. Right. And as I said, do not try to understand each and every word. At least at this moment, don't worry, you will definitely get used to all these terms over a period of time. Just give yourself some time to understand and allow your system to just sink into all these new things, right? So it could be only theory for the next 2 to 3 days. You'll have to bear with the boredom or whatever it is, right? I'll try to make the sessions as interesting as possible. All right, taking up your questions or whatever it is, right? So till I can show you the live SAP things, please bear with the theory. It is going to be, and see, even your assessment is based only on the theory. It is not, you need not have to open the SAP system and give the result. No, you don't have to do it. Clear? So everything will be, it will be MCQ. Your assessment will be on MCQ pattern. All right. See, Fiori apps utilize responsive and adaptive design to seamlessly function on various devices like desktops, tablets, smartphones, and a hybrid. Right. I don't know if you are able to see this. Can I enlarge the screen? User-centric. Right. So in the earlier ECC thing, what you need to do was you had to enter into the SAP system, go through all the things, and then come to your requirement. But now it is not so. You can get your whatever maybe your role in the organization, get that in Fiori, start working on only on it. Okay. So it has worked on the beautification of the product also, aesthetic appeal. How attractive can you make the screen look like? See, it has taken care of so many things, right? See, basically what role I am playing. If I'm a salesman, I'm more interested in the transactional side, manager, top level management, right? Fact sheet, analytical. So basically, it can be, you can basically click on the plus icons too. It will be a worthy thing for you to explore all this, each and every slide, what has been given. It is a wonderful reading. I hope you got a brief insight into what SAP is all about. Yeah. Unfortunately, you will not be able to listen to the. Unfortunately, you'll not be able to hear to the audio, or else we could have spent time on audio also. It is really worthwhile. The page can be personalized and apps can be added. So this is how your typical Fiori looks like. This is good. This is a good one. I'll increase them. Can you see this? This is one slot. I'm managing documents. I'm also responsible for some master data. So I have these functions, create materials. These are all the Fiori apps, change material, display material. They're all the concerning apps, right? So based on my role, I have all the roles. So I have so many apps in my Fiori. So many functions in my Fiori, right? So this is how you split your Fiori. Earlier in the ECC, just imagine I get all this on my mobile. Okay, I carry my mobile and do all this on the move. I need not sit in the office and then do it. I can work anywhere, provided I have the connectivity, right? And I can do all this based on my role, right? Probably I'm a very senior end user, so I have the things to create material and edit the material, probably say display or even delete, whatever. Okay. So I have all those options. So this is how I basically customize my Fiori app. Personalization. So you have the lesson summary and you also have the knowledge test, as we saw sometime in the morning. Very interactive, very nicely designed course content. So we understood three-tier architecture. So we will talk about the organizational elements and master the transactional data. Okay. Now, SAP deals with two kinds of data. Now, what could be the master data and what could be transactional data? Now, you are dealing with a customer. You're selling, he's going to be your regular buyer. He buys all the products from you, or he's buying something very, very substantial from, he's giving you a very good business. So what do? You are also having frequent transactions with him. You're selling him items monthly, or even say twice in a month or something. So he's going to be a regular customer. He's your regular customer. So what would you do? You would create, since he is a permanent entity for your business, you are going to create something called as a master data. What constitutes a master data? Let me take, for example, my customer's data itself. His name, Mr. XYZ Limited, his address, his telephone number, contact person, his bank, all these things, they constitute the master data. Correct? So I create him as a master data because I'm transacting with him very, very frequently. Same thing with my vendor also. Suppose I'm buying items from him. I'm buying raw materials from a constant vendor. I create, because my transactions are very, very regular. My purchase with him or my sales to a customer is happening on a constant basis. So that's why what happens, I create a permanent entity in the form of a master data. Right? So probably all right. So all these informations, they constitute the master data. Right? There are some things more. Let's see. Look. The name of the entity, the address, contact number, the contact person, email, fax. Right? I can add some more. So all these, they constitute the master data. Now, once when I start interacting, I sell, I purchase. What happens? I'm creating invoices, bills. I'm making a payment. I'm receiving money against a specific vendor or a customer. So they are all the transactional side of the business. Okay. So firstly, I created the customer or the vendor as a master entity, master data. So with him, I have started doing business. So I sold an item, I raised an invoice, I raised the bill. He made a payment, I got a receipt. So like this, whatever transactions you are carrying out with a specific vendor or a particular customer is referred to as a transactional data. So basically, this is the example of a master data and a transactional data. In the sense, the master data is that kind of a data which does not change frequently. See, once I create a customer with the name Measures XYZ Limited, is he going to change the Measures XYZ Limited to Measures ABC Limited tomorrow, or the day after, or the next week, or the next month? No, right? No. So if I'm dealing with Reliance, is Reliance going to change its name? Absolutely no. So then the data is permanent, is of a permanent nature. So this kind of data is called as your master data. All other transactions related data, they are referred to as your transactional data. Another interesting technical information, how is SAP storing the data? SAP stores the data in the forms of a table. You have the master table, you have the transactional tables. In your Oracle, the data was saved in the form of tables. Even in HANA, the same concept is applicable. Even in HANA, the data is stored in the respective tables. The customer master has a different table. The vendor master has a different table. The general ledger account master data has a different table. The bank master data has a different master table. The material master data will be having in a different table. Right? The asset will be having it. The asset details will be in a different asset master data table. Clear? So you have the data getting stored in the form of tables. Okay. Now, how is the name, address, contact number, contact person, email, fax, all this information stored? They are stored in the form of fields. In one master table, you have fields which further categorizes the information. Am I clear? So you have the concept of a master table or the transactional table, which is further, it stores the data in the form of fields. Even in the HANA, it is the same concept. In HANA also, you have tables, you have fields. In ECC also, you have tables, you have fields. Clear so far? So we'll just take a breather for the next 5 minutes. By Monday, try to digest all this information, whatever has been delivered to you as of today. I don't want a word-to-word understanding of all this, right? If you still have questions conceptually, you're most welcome to ask me questions on Monday. Once when you have thought that you have digested all this, you can ask me a question 100 times. Absolutely no problem. The same question, no problem. Don't feel shy about asking me questions. Please feel free to ask me any one question any number of times, and any number of questions any number of times. Okay, not a problem. I'm here to clarify all your doubts. Right? I'll be here for a couple of more minutes. Please raise your questions. I hope now the concept of the master data and the fields, they are making more sense. Kunal, if no questions, can we wind up today's session?
Sure, sir.
So don't worry about the questions. You can still come back, try to digest whatever has happened, and come back to me on Monday with questions. Okay, most welcome. See you then on Monday, right? I just want to take up this question. Is it necessary to learn SAP ABAP? No, not at all.
Thank you, students, for today's session. We are now winding up the sessions for today. We will again meet you tomorrow by 11 o'clock.
No,
next
it's
session
on Monday. Kunal, it's on
Yeah,
Monday.
that's okay. We will meet you on the next session at 11 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye all. Bye.